Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today we have a fantastic one-take bag review for you. We're talking about an OG everyday backpack. One of the first companies to truly elevate the bags that the masses were using for laptops and tech-focused carry. We are talking about Boundary Supply, and we are talking about the Errant. Oh, it's been a long time coming. I can't believe I haven't reviewed this bag yet, but time to do a walkthrough. You know what we do on this channel. We do one-take bag reviews. That means straight through, 100% authentic, no cuts, me telling you about this bag. We're going to do an interior walkthrough and an exterior walkthrough. After that walkthrough, as always, you're going to get two things that I love about the bag, two things that I think could be better, and then an overall discussion about who this might be the perfect bag for. Let's do this thing. It's the Errant from Boundary Supplies, and I think I'll just go ahead and kick off by saying this bag is super hecka modern, and there's a lot going on, like a lot. The feature list is very, very long, and you're probably confused as heck about everything that's going on with this bag. I know I was until I got my hands on my first Errant, and there's a big lineup now. Used to be one bag and you could get it in black or tan. Now you can get it in XPAC. You can also get an Errant Pro and an Errant Sling and an Errant bag. There's a lot going on with this bag. All right, so we're gonna dive in, starting with an exterior review. Don't worry, we're skipping pockets, but when we shift to camera number 2, we're gonna get into all the pockets and you're gonna get a chance to see up close and personal everything about this bag. All right, first off, exterior-wise, this is a very good-looking bag. I really like the upgrades that they made when they switched to XPAC. They didn't do a straight XPAC bag. They put this beautiful block of black on here to break up the look and feel. I think it looks great. Like a really gorgeous bag. Really gorgeous bag. And you can get it, I think, in 4 colors for the XPAC, but the white is my favorite, followed closely by the coyote and the olive. But man, oh man, they do make a really good looking bag, these Boundary Supply bag nerds and engineers. It really is a great looking, what's the word I'm looking for? Silhouette? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Profile? Profile? Silhouette? I don't know. Anyway, it looks great when you wear it. And at the end of the video, as always, I will wear this bag for your enjoyment. Whew, there is so much to talk about. Okay, attachment points, little hidden attachment points all over. Right here, right here, right here, little right here, right here, little hidden attachment points. We're not going to cover all those in the video, but you'll see them as we go through the walkthrough. I think the first thing that I should call out is the XPAC is a really modern light material. It's a laminated material. It looks particularly good on this bag. This is the white version, which I think is the best looking one, but also it will get scuffed up. You're not going to have an XPAC bag, especially an XPAC bag with this much white XPAC that isn't going to get a little bit of dirt on it. I should say a light colored XPAC bag. They did go black on the bottom, which is a plus. This kind of wraps around the whole bottom. And this is a much more durable material. Feels almost rubberized, this core material on the center strip of the bag. You do have a grab handle up top on this bag. It's a 1-inch folded nylon material. Feels really nice, easy to hold, really well sized. The straps on this bag are robust, but not super plush. So you can see you've got about 3/4 inch of fairly stiff padding in this bag. And then on the back, you can see here that we have some padding, but it's more, I'll show you when we get up close and personal, but it's got like a, listen to this, like a washboard, kind of like a washboard gravel road thing going on here that'll allow for a lot of airflow, but isn't incredibly cushioned. So this, they went for streamlined rather than ploofy and plush and cushy, which is a design choice, but it is a design choice that is not without, you know, impact. Most design choices have user experience impact. This one definitely does, as they've gone with a very slim profile. They've cut a lot of weight out of the bag, but it is not the world's most comfortable backpack to wear. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. You do have a luggage pass-through on the back here, but it is not a gigantor luggage pass-through. It is like a really let's just call it a medium luggage pass-through here on the back that is just okay. You do have a magnetic sternum strap going on, which is adjustable. You can go with one of 4 settings for that. No issues with that at all. You do have some more attachment points back here, and we'll talk pockets again here in a minute. You do have a compression strap just on this side of the bag, right here. And you have one bottle pocket on this side. I've put in my Starbucks and Porter collab bottle, which I'm super proud of and love that little bottle. But you've got plenty of room in this for a bottle that's bigger than that. This is a really nice water bottle holder, and it folds fairly flat to the side of the bag when not in use, and it's got an elastic stretchy stretch right there. Yeah, so one bottle pocket on that side, no bottle pocket on this side because you have quick access pocket on this side, which we will talk about. You do have a grab handle right here. And let's see if it passes the balance test. Yeah, so you've got it not leaning to the right or the left here when fully loaded out. And it does swing a little bit this way because it's not a handle that's centered on the center of the bag. It's on the back side, so it underswings a little bit like this towards your leg if you're holding it like this. But this is more of a grab handle to pick up when you've got the bag set down. One other note, this little luggage pass-through clippy clip right here can also clip the straps down and reduce any strap dangle you have going on. Yeah, all right. So, anything else on the outside we want to talk about? Minimal logo here. Very minimal logo going on here. And I think everything else that I really want to dive into is going to require us getting into camera number 2. So, y'all, let's do that thing. Bring on camera number 2. We're in camera number 2 with the beautiful Boundary Supply Errant pack in XPAC. Lordy, she is pretty. Really, really pretty bag. Okay, wanted to show you this bottle pocket. Really, really nice, really stretchy. And then let's flip over, and I just wanted to show you everything we got going on back here one more time. Little sternum strap. Here's the ribbing you can see, kind of like a washboard. These are ribs of foam. And you've got an air channel down the whole middle of the pack and some not so subtle branding right there, but I think it looks really good. All right, pockets, shall we? I think we shall. Okay, let's start with this little hidden pocket back here on the back. What do we have going on? Well, this pocket, whoa, look, it's a passport. It's a passport pocket. And it goes all the way over to the edge here, but it's a good little kind of hidden pocket, very, very tight, just for documents and passports and things you want to keep attached to your body there. And over here we have Velcro and a little hidden stash pocket right here that would be good for anything about a little bit smaller than a deck of cards. So a little hidden pocket right there. And it runs down, but not up. So you've got a little bit of space to go down with this pocket. And it's attached with Velcro. No issues with that pocket. Pretty cool. Nice little hidden space there. All right, anything else there? No, not on the front. But on this side, opposite of the water bottle pocket, this is the quick access pocket. Because up top, you've got no quick access pocket. The quick access pocket is on the side in this bag, and I got no issues with that. None at all. So we do have a pass-through right here to the main compartment of the bag. You could run a cord if you wanted to. You do have an attachment point up here, and these are kind of all over the bag. Right there you can see for fidlock attachments. You can use some of the stuff that Boundary Supply has or anything else with a fidlock attachment. Then you have multiple. You can see here, this is a big pocket down low here. I've put in pocket knife, and I put in my AirPods. And then you've got a big slip pocket up here, and then 2 pin loops right here. So a little admin section on the side here, 2 pin loops, a larger pocket, and then a really big drop pocket. And then this pocket itself runs all the way to the bottom of the bag here. So really useful quick access pocket, potentially more useful than a top-based quick access pocket. You can see there's a zipper garage on the top here, and the zipper zips towards the top to keep any water out. And this is AquaGuard, AquaGuard, AquaGuard throughout the entire bag. All right, you may have noticed there's a zipper on the bottom. Let's check that thing out. What is this? It's a shoe pocket. Look at that. You got a shoe pocket in case you want to carry shoes with you. Or really, you know, I never use these shoe pockets for shoes, but if you've got something that you've been using that's gotten wet or dirty and you want to keep it separated from the rest of your bag, you've got a pocket down here you can use. You could also toss your laptop charger in there if you wanted to, as a frequently used but bulky item that you might want to keep out of the rest of your stuff and can stand up to some abuse. So your mileage may vary in terms of what you want to use that bottom pocket for, but just be aware. There's a bottom pocket that probably is at its best used for dirty things that you just want to keep separated. Now, look at this. Listen. Magnets. This pack is absolutely filled with magnets. And you know I love magnets. I love it. So look at this. We have a couple of things going on right here. So I've got it unzipped right here, but you've got main access, boundary. Look at that. Beyond the destination. Designed in Utah. Skulls and peace signs and caution and lightning bolts, and is that a brain? I have no idea. Anyway, little logo here. Right here, this main access point does zip, and you can see it overhangs. Visually it looks good, but also no water's getting into this thing at all. Then you have a quick access pocket right here. Well, you've got a small pocket right here. I've put in my Leatherman multi-tool. How deep is this pocket? This pocket is yay deep, so it does not run the full length, which is good because that is a small entry point, and you only want to use this for small goods. But you can see here, it is lined with a semi-soft material. It's not plush though, so you know, maybe for your sunglasses, but if they're in another case, only on the front of the bag. Again, zipper garage right there, really nice. You do have these attachment points right here, so you could run some paracord if you wanted to around the front of this bag to add in some extra strap storage on the front. All right, now I know what you're thinking. This is a really tight entry point for the bag into the main compartment, and you would not be wrong in thinking that. So let me pull this up here and show you, like, you can access the main compartment here, but this is only one way to access the main compartment, and frankly it's the worst way to access the main compartment. So when we look at this, you can open up this bag and just grab out, you know, a pouch or a jacket or something. That's one way to do it, and it's quick and it's easy, but it is a smallish opening, and this zipper is a little frustrating and hard to open and close, honestly. But this main entry from the top loader, it works kind of, but these zippers, that's where the magic is. That's where you really get to see what this bag is all about. So let me zip open the bag. It is a full clamshell, you can see here, all the way down. And once we open that, then we can do this. There you go. Now you've got full access to the entire pack on the inside. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on. So let's start with the front section of the bag. So you saw that I had a tech sleeve organizer in here. Then there's also 2 water bottle pockets on the inside here. And they have, listen, magnets. They're stretchy mesh. They have magnets. I've put travel umbrella in one of them, and then magnets. And then you can see there's some hook and loop here that you could add a Velcro accessory to the bag. There's some space up under the main compartment there with some snaps too, and with some little ring attachment points, all kinds of different options for attaching things. You've got a really nice pocket here that I've tossed in some critical accessories to have, like a mustache comb and a land speeder. All right, so a really nice stretchy mesh pocket right there. Very useful. All right, so zippered pocket, mesh bottle pockets on both sides in here that could just double as just pocket pockets. They don't need to be bottle pockets. And then when we come around to this side, we've got even more coolness. So on this back panel, you've got this, again, super stretchy mesh. I've got a video gaming device, a cord, so two useful pockets here, easy to access from the top of the bag without even going full clamshell. And then over here, we've got another magnet. And inside this magnet, and listen to this, magnets, 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 magnets von Magnetsen. And then inside here, I've got my tablet and a 14-inch laptop, 13 and change, but it'll fit a 15-inch laptop in this bag with no problem. This is kind of a nice herringbone, really mesh plush situation. It's very nice. And there's more magnets and more magnets and more magnets. All right, so that's all the pockets on this bag, but listen, there's magnets for days in this bag, and she's a looker. Even this compression strap is a magnet. Everything's a magnet. All right, meet me back at camera number 1. Time to do 2 and 2. All right, time for the 2 and 2. I hope you all enjoyed the walkthrough. There is a lot to talk about with this bag, and I just wanted to make sure you got a chance to get really up close and personal with this beautiful bag with a ton going on. Okay, 2 things that I really love about the bag. First off, the most surprising thing about this bag, this little pocket right here. Now, I've had a lot of bags with side pockets. Check out this one. It's got 2 really famous side pockets. So side pockets are not new to me, but this one is really, really roomy and useful. Side pockets to me are famously annoying because they look great, but they're hard to use because they're a little bit too tight. Bag makers are very concerned, and rightly so, about robbing space from the inside of the bag, which makes a bag, and this is a 22-liter bag, it makes a bag feel unnecessarily small when you do that. But this, the materials choice and the dimension to the pocket, it's really easy to access, which is surprising because it doesn't zip down at all, which makes it kind of disappear into the structure of the bag. It's kind of a non-in-your-face quick access pocket, but it really does work, and the pockets are a useful size, and you can get your whole hand in there very easily. Yeah, loved that pocket. Just practically speaking, really, really loved the pocket. The next thing I want to talk about that I really enjoyed about this bag is, and we'll open it up, I really did enjoy the laptop sleeve and the iPad sleeve. So tablet and laptop sleeve, very cushioned, very well thought out, space for a power brick and a cord right there, everything you need. And you don't have to go, full clamshell here to access all that stuff. You can just open it a little bit and reach in and get that laptop stuff. Yeah, really nice laptop sleeve, really effectively designed, good use of space, and hell, I'll just say the whole main compartment here is really well thought out, really nice. I like the mesh. The mesh is like super well done material, lots of stretchy. I like this whole top pocket here. All right, so not just the laptop sleeve, the whole main compartment of the bag is well designed, well thought out, and very useful pocket structure. 2 things that I don't like quite as much about the Boundary Supply Errant. The first one is really surprising to me, okay? And so I want to pull out another bag here to show you something that I think could have been a little bit different or better about this bag. And I do, by the way, want to show you that I've also got the same bag in the tan. You can see here, same bag in the tan. And we'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second. But the thing that I don't like as much about this bag is the access to the main compartment here. So pull down, I love the magnets. Open up, I love. But access the actual pocket, the main compartment, it just feels a little bit unnecessarily tight. And so what could they have done differently? Well, here's a little example of something they could have done differently. This is their own sling bag, the Boundary sling bag. A review on this is coming soon, by the way. But when you open this one up, you can see at the top here that there's no zipper. They've got a little flap here. And so that flap actually opens up with magnets. Listen to this. And when you open it up with magnets, you have a really big opening to the bag. And so, and I know it looks smaller, but this is a much smaller bag. So imagine this opening on that bag where you open it up, they don't make room for a zipper, and so the whole opening becomes the entry point to the bag. As opposed to, on this bag, they've made room for a zipper, and so it just feels a little bit tighter. Your mileage may vary. You may find that it's totally fine and easy to access. I'd like just something that yawned a little bit more like a cone, right? So that at the top, it was a little bit wider. And they can do that because they're playing with magnets with such skill. You can then collapse the bag easily in on itself, but with the magnets, it would kind of accordion open and give you more of a top loader access. As it is, I found myself completely ignoring the top entry to this bag in favor of opening it from the back and accessing the main compartment this way, which was more natural and felt better, which is a problem, of course, because that means that I left this closed and I never really wanted to use this pocket at all. Your mileage may vary, but it's a quibble I had with the bag overall that I think, you know, there's some things they could do differently, but why mess with success? This is an incredibly successful product for them, and they sell literally 1 million of these things. They run about $250 to $300. This XPAC version of the bag runs on the $300 size, and then the regular version of this bag, which looks great, by the way, runs a little bit less than the XPAC version. So which colorway do you like? You know, up to you. I really think this brown one with the bluish material on the inside. Let me show you the laptop sleeve on this one. Actually, looks really good. So I think this is a good looking bag here with the blue and the tan. That's the first thing, though, that bugged me about this bag a little bit, was just frustrating entry point to the top of the bag. Wasn't a joy to use. Could have been better. The second thing that I think could have been better is I think they could have gone a little bit more plush with these straps, because the back panel itself is not super plush. So I think the straps themselves having a little bit more give, a little bit more of a memory foam feel to them, would have made for a more comfortable user experience on the bag. Could have been a little bit better, I think, comfort-wise. It's not an uncomfortable bag by any stretch of the imagination, but you can pack this thing out for a 22-liter bag. There's a lot of space in here, and especially if you're stuffing shoes into the shoe compartment, you can really get some weight going here, and a little bit of extra in the straps, I think, would have been nice on this bag. So that's two things that I think could be better, and two things that I love. Overall impressions of this bag, incredibly well made, really intentionally thought out. Great slim profile tech bag. Really nice backpack, really slim. Now, This is for folks who like a lot of organization. A lot of specific pockets for specific things, a lot of little hidden tech things, and the ability to add even more pouches through their kind of attachment point system. There's 1, 2, 3 attachment points for fidlocks like this throughout the bag itself. So lots of attachment points, lots of options in terms of how you can structure things in this bag. If you are a bag within a bag kind of person, like you like to put your gear into separate pouches and then toss them into a large cavernous space in a bag, this is not for you. If you have lots of small tech that you carry with you on the daily, Apple Pencils, AirPods, MacBook charger, iPad Pro, like if you're one of those folks who owns the entire Apple ecosystem, this one's for you. Hell, your Vision Pro will even fit into the bottom compartment of this, or your drone would fit into the bottom of this as well in the main compartment. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, but this is a very tech-forward backpack for a tech EDC, and it does that at an extremely high level. This kind of fits in that niche with Black Ember for me, like the Forge and the Shadow and those bags from Black Ember. That's where this lives, that airspace, airspace, not airspace, A-E-R, A-E-R, like the City Pack Pro, the City Pack, tighter bags, designed for tech, super focused on like a creator carry and office carry for a young professional. That's where this bag fits in for me, and don't think that you're going on a weekend trip with this bag. Do think that you are going to look like the coolest dude in your office. Maybe not with the white XPAC for your office. I don't know what your office is. I hope that makes sense. This is designed for and incredibly effective at being a tech pack for young professionals, and it's really, really well made. Now, is it for you? Depends on if you like a really fussy bag, lots of closure types, lots of zippers. If you like a really fussy bag that has an exact space for everything. If that sounds like your dream bag, check it out. I think it's really well made. You certainly won't have any quibbles with the quality of this bag. It's incredibly well constructed, and it is very, very well thought out. All right, we will do another review of the Errant Sling in the near future, so look forward to that, everybody. I think you're going to really, really enjoy seeing this bag kind of baked into a sling bag version. But for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the review. Stick around. I'm going to wear this bag for you. And as always, everyone, we will see you next time. Bye for now.